Okay, there you go. Band-Aid. Blisters are no fun. I know.
Tell me about it. My poor feet want me to get a different job. Hey, the wedding. Was it a blast?
Oh.
Was the bride beautiful?
Yes, and definitely yes.
Details, please.
Gosh, it's just a lovely ceremony. The flowers are beautiful. Sam was so happy. She deserves it. That woman's been through the ringer. And Mike and I left before they cut the cake, or I would have brought you home a piece to put under your pillow.
Get real.
What? Didn't you ever hear that? Put it on your pillow so you dream about the guy you're gonna marry.
The man I jumped about last night. I'd shoot myself before I married him.
Well.
Hi.
Well, you look like you're the one who's going on trial tomorrow.
Oh, very funny joke.
Yeah, well, a sense of humor is about all I got left here.
I hear they picked the jury.
Yeah, they did. 6 sterling citizens who now have my future in their hands.
I honestly didn't think Lisa would let it go this far. I mean, it's such a destructive thing. Not just to you, but to her friends and her family.
Lisa, come in.
Thank you. I'm sorry to disturb you, Rick, but I need to talk to you about the trial.
Sure, I'm just preparing my opening statement.
Well, you may not need that. I'm not sure I want to go through with this.
Tell Stephen I said hi back. I will. Whew. Linda Ann's third phone call in the last 10 minutes. I had Lucinda's limo pick them up. Linda Ann loves the car phone.
They're terrific kids, Kirk. You should be very, very proud of them.
I am. I can't take much credit for that, unfortunately, because I didn't really raise them. But they're sure crazy about you.
Yeah?
Yeah, especially Stephen. You married a babe, Dad.
Well, he obviously takes after his father with his words.
Yeah. Well, he's looking at me in a whole new light since he met you. Think he looks anything like me?
I think you share the same warm, funny smile. But listen, about your kids, about coming here in the ceremony.
I know. I don't like it any more than you do. But I think we've convinced them. And if we've convinced them, we've convinced everybody.
Excuse me. One more. Dry, no olive. Yes! She does love me.
As the world turns. Brought to you today by Sunny Delight, the good stuff kids go for.
So who loves you, kid?
Emily, shouldn't sneak up on people like that.
I didn't sneak up on you. You were in such a fog a minute ago. I could have tap danced naked on this table and you would not have noticed.
I don't know about that.
So who is she?
Who is who?
Well, I believe I overheard you say, she does love me. So tell me.
Well, that's just that game, you know. She loves me not, and apparently, she does.
Ah. Well,
I'm happy for you. But you're still not going to tell me who she is, are you?
It's an incredible day out, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. Too bad I have to work today.
Tell you what, I'll make the most of it for both of us. See ya.
Reverend.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Do I know you?
No, sir, you don't. I just stopped by to say, keep up the good work, and a little something for the collection plate. See ya.
Where did my customer go?
I have absolutely no idea, but he left in an awfully good mood. Evan Walsh, looking good.
How you doing?
Not so bad. Look at you, great tan.
It's a start, and I got it working here. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? So it's true. Evan Walsh finds happiness as a lifeguard.
For now, I guess. What brings you here?
Well, out of the corporate world, but I have a few questions about an old account of yours.
Well, listen, I get a break in about 30 minutes. If you stick around, I'll buy you some lunch.
Oh boy, that sounds like an offer a girl can't refuse, but unfortunately, I have the honors of turning over the Kingsley Malta files to Worldwide today.
Ooh, lucky you.
Yeah, lucky me. Fortunately, I won't have to run into Kirk. He's honeymooning with Sam.
So we're in agreement. Excellent. I'll have the papers drawn up right away. I can overnight them to you, that's fine.
So you think it's okay?
Do you want my honest opinion? You're too young. Come on.
See, that's what I told her.
Yeah.
See, it's stupid.
It's not. Everybody's doing it. It's cool.
It's cool. Listen, first it starts with tattoos, and then it moves into body piercing. You've got to ask yourself, 5 years from now, is it still going to be cool?
Any problems, just call me. I will. Thanks. Hey, gang, what's up?
You can tell your father all about it.
Tell me all about what?
Actually, Linda Ann will tell you at lunch, right?
Good.
Okay.
I'm starving.
All right, so, are you coming with us?
Actually, no, I think the three of you need some family time.
But you are part of our family now.
Thank you, Linda Ann. But, someone's got to stay here and hold down the fort, so...
I'll tell you what, guys, Thelma has something to give to you. Why don't you go out and see her? I'll be there in a second, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
See you later.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for being so nice to my kids.
My pleasure.
Seeing a whole new side to you.
You know, I could say the same about you. You're a very good father, Kirk.
That's debatable.
They know that you love them, and they love you, too.
Hasn't always been that way. But I'll tell you, suddenly life's a breeze. Cinda's given me the keys to her kingdom, got 2 spectacular kids, and a perfect wife.
Be careful, you're mixing fantasy with reality. It's dangerous.
I know, and I know the difference. You know, it's funny, when I was married to Ellie, we had a lot of good times. But I'm a lot happier not being married to you. I'm happier than I've been in a long time.
Dayton Hercliffe. He's the man I dreamt of last night. He was a janitor at Muscle Shell Junior High School and had this horrible habit of cracking his knuckles. So, no cake under the pillow for this girl.
Hey, you seem kind of down today. What's up?
Oh, I'm just wiped out, Rosanna.
You sure? There's nothing else bothering you.
Sore feet make me crabby, that's all.
And there's nothing more to it.
Like what?
Like, maybe the fact that I'm seeing Mike again?
Rosanna, I just don't want to see you get hurt. But I promise, I will lighten up on Loverboy, okay?
Okay, look. It's hot and muggy today, and we haven't been able to spend much time together, so I'll tell you what, why don't you come to the Snyder Pond with me? We can go for a swim, hang out.
Ah, I have to work, remember?
Oh, again? Come on. You worked a double shift the day of Sam's wedding. You worked such a long shift yesterday, I hardly got to see you.
Yeah, well, I'm the newest waitress. I work when they tell me. I gotta shower and get out of here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. You sound out of breath. You okay?
Ro, I just walked in. I worked late at Yo's last night. I crashed over at Andy's place.
Oh, you did? Oh, well, I'm glad I caught you then. Look, it's really hot out today. Wanna go down to the pond with me, hang out, go for a swim? We could pack a picnic supper.
Oh, that sounds great. But, I got some stuff I need to take care of before I can just go goof off.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know, do what you gotta do and give me a call later.
Sure. Look, I'm sorry I'm in such a lousy mood.
Carly, too. Must be something in the air.
Well, if I take care of a few things, I'm sure I'll feel better.
Okay. All right, well, I'm just gonna work on some sketches here until I hear from you.
Okay. Bye.
People often have second thoughts when a trial begins.
They do.
In your case, you're going to have to relive the pain of Eduardo's death in a courtroom. It's not easy. Coming forward like this was very courageous, and I admire you for it.
Most people in this town think I'm a foolish, vindictive woman.
Well, from what I know of you, you're not going to make decisions based on what other people think.
Tell you honestly, I'm not really sure what I do think.
Well, it's your decision. You're going to have to live with it. But can you really forgive and forget what happened at Memorial that night? Can you forget how Dr. Dixon assured Lisa Grimaldi the wounds suffered by her husband Eduardo were superficial? How he ignored her pleas and threatened to have her physically removed from the hospital? How he left the victim unattended while he ministered to the man who shot him, a notorious criminal who left a trail of death on 2 continents? How after her husband was laid to rest, Dr. Dixon committed the added indignity of having his body exhumed without regard for the feelings of the widow.
Even if we win, that's not going to bring Eduardo back. I'm so afraid well, I know it's going to split my family apart, and it could be for good.
On the other hand, if you want to see Dixon's tactics pay off.
What do you mean?
He's playing the victim. He's portrayed you as a villain. He's even managed to turn your friends against you. If you drop the suit, he'll have won, and he'll be practicing medicine again, and other people's lives will be in danger. It's up to you. Shall I withdraw the suit?
No.
It's not easy. I think you'll be glad that you stuck to your guns.
Well, yes, I do hope so.
All right. And please call if you have any other thoughts or, reservations or anything. Anything.
Of
whatever.
course. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Mrs. Grimaldi, how are you?
Hello.
So, you're out of the hospital and right back to business as usual, huh?
Well, I don't think you'd understand.
You're right, I don't.
I have to work. It's as simple as that.
No, nothing about this is simple. And you shouldn't be getting involved in such a heavy case like this with your blood pressure.
My clients depend on me. I can't let them down.
Right.
Look, if you've got something to say, say it. I just thought we were beginning to feel a little more comfortable with each other.
Yeah, and I thought you were going to cut back.
Well, I can't do that.
Yeah. Your clients depend on you, right? Look, I just heard you talking to one of your clients, and it sounded to me like she wanted to drop her suit. But you wouldn't hear of it.
What if I came to your schoolroom and stood outside and listened to you, for a couple of minutes?
It's not the same thing.
And I decided that you weren't a good teacher after hearing you 2 minutes, or a good person. You know, I'm no classical scholar, but who said you are young, and in time you will change and reverse your opinions. Refrain, therefore, from setting yourself up as a judge.
That was Plato.
Would you do Plato and me a favor and stop judging me until you've seen the whole picture? Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some work to do.
No, I sometimes feel that this justice system is a bit of a joke.
Oh, come on now,
No,
John.
really, I'm serious. Listen, I'll tell you what I mean. The Board of Review at the hospital cleared me of all charges. Now, that Board of Review is made up, indeed, of my peers. So I get just a little bit worried about defending my actions to a group of total strangers who I'm sure would have trouble distinguishing an X-ray from a tongue depressor.
Well, I just think you're being... I mean, let's expect that the jury can be fair to you.
I don't know. I tell you, I've never seen so many blank expressions in my life.
Oh, for crying out loud, with an attitude like that, you don't have a chance.
What am I supposed to do? Pretend that these people can pass judgment on medical procedure?
Well, that's exactly what you have to do. Now, you are a smart man. I don't want you to get up there and be all growly tomorrow.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, you have to do whatever is necessary to gain the jury's sympathy. That means no scowling, no rolling your eyes, no theatrics. Oh,
Let me get you some more lemonade.
dear. Jeremy, hi.
Hi, I gotta go.
Hey, wait a minute. Have I done something to offend you?
No.
Well, you sure act as if I have.
Look, it's not a big deal.
But then there is something. I want you to tell me what it is.
Well, I overheard you talking about me the other night. But you're right. It's about time I grew up.
I don't remember talking about you.
Yeah, you were talking to Dr. Dixon about how hard grieving was, but you said it can't be helped. You also said that I should grow up and get over it.
Oh, Jeremy. I wasn't talking about you. We were talking about Lisa. Oh, we're just so happy about Leanne.
Well, thank goodness the lump was benign, and she is going to be okay.
Oh, that's
She
good.
sends her love to everybody.
Thank you.
So, thanks for taking care of our kids.
Well, I tell you, it was a good diversion, because I think I would have gone nuts waiting for this trial to start.
Yeah, anyway, so where are the little kids?
They're off with your next-door neighbor. He took them to the fair, just outside the city line.
I'm the one that likes fairs.
That's why it's outside the city
That was
line.
nice of him.
All right, fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, well, you've just been trying to straighten out a little misunderstanding.
Yeah, I'm really sorry
Oh,
about that.
don't be silly. Listen, you have been handling this better than most adults would.
Yeah, well, what you said got me thinking. And I think now that Tom and Margot are back, I'd like to have Mom's memorial service as soon as possible. All right, but nothing big, just us and the people who cared about her. You know, I like to keep it simple.
Absolutely.
I think that's just great.
Yeah, so how about tomorrow afternoon?
I don't think I can make tomorrow afternoon.
All right, the trial.
Listen, it's just one of those things. They don't change these dates, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a run.
Oh, Joy, look who's here.
Okay, let's see. You're alone. So the groom. Let me guess. The groom's with his kids. Nice honeymoon.
You must have something better to do than just keep following me.
Oh, no, I came here to see Lucinda. The last thing I expected was find you. But I guess you just weren't in the mood for a honeymoon, right?
Lucinda is out of town. And for your information, Kirk and I merely postponed our honeymoon until she gets back.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
What?
Sam, level with me.
Have you developed some kind of hearing problem?
No, my problem is with your story.
What story?
The one that you told the world about you and Kirk getting hitched?
Kirk and I are married. Scott, you were at the ceremony.
Yeah, I was.
Mm-hmm.
It broke my heart. So I went down to the yacht club to drown my sorrows.
Poor baby.
And that's where it hit me.
What?
The minister's a phony, Sam.
Oh, you're delusional.
You can't imagine how happy I am to know that we're still engaged.
All right, that's it. If you're not going to leave, then
Okay, now wait, Sam. No more games. See, I've been running into your pastor all over town. I saw the good reverend trying to pick up a woman.
You know, I hate to burst your bubble, but ministers aren't celibate.
No, this was a really divey bar, Sam. I also caught his act at Kirk's. Ran into him coming out of his condo.
So he went to discuss the service with the groom the day of the wedding. That's really weird.
I don't know many ministers that affect a Vegas look. Do you?
I don't think you know many ministers at all, period. What the hell were you doing at Kirk's the day of my wedding?
I went to talk to him man to man. I wanted to be sure you were going to be happy.
Well, if that were true, then you would get out of my life and you would stay out.
I actually considered that when I thought that your romance with Kirk was real.
This is about as real as it gets.
Come on. You're scamming, Sam. Oh, I'm a poet. I didn't know it.
You know what? Think whatever you want, okay? But would you get out or...
Not until I ask one more question. If you and Kirk are truly lovebirds, why didn't you occupy the same nest that night at the Foxwood Lodge?
I once got burned by jumping into bed too quickly with a guy. And at least Kirk respected me enough to wait until after the wedding.
I got $10, says he's still waiting.
Scott, if you're so obsessed with my sleeping arrangements, then why don't you just drive on back to the Foxwood Lodge and ask about our wedding night? There's only one bed in that honeymoon suite.
That doesn't mean you both slept in it. It also doesn't mean that you both shared the same heart-shaped jacuzzi.
You know, this obsession that you have with other people's sex lives, it's really kind of pathetic. You might want to consider, like, maybe getting some therapy for that,
Okay.
You know? Whoa, not my day today.
Oh, my goodness, look who's here.
Scott was just leaving.
Actually, I wasn't expecting to see you either, Sam. I'm here to see Lucinda.
Oh, funny, me too.
Boy, Sam, no honeymoon. I hope the marriage didn't blow up at the launching pad.
Actually, no, Emily, my marriage is just fine. And unlike your experience, my man stuck around at the altar to say I do.
By the way, what did Craig and Sierra send in the way of a wedding present? Place setting or two?
You know, it's really too bad you didn't call first because Lucinda's not here. So, you know, Kirk's handling things until she gets back.
Ah, great. Well, I guess I'll have to talk to Kirk then.
Well, he's having lunch. I'll be happy to get a message to him.
No. I should deliver these files in person.
Well, then why don't you wait in the reception? It's just straight down the hallway and to
Scott
the
will
left.
show me. We can discuss my job offer on the way. What do you say?
Oh, Emily, I just forgot I have to make a phone call.
Oh, well, that's all right. How about some drinks later?
Maybe doable.
Great. You notify me.
There's a payphone out in the lobby.
Okay. Wouldn't you know it? I don't have any change. Can I use your phone?
Wouldn't you know it? I happen to have a quarter.
I will pay this back.
You know, if you would just stay away, that would be the best 2 bits that I ever spent.
How can I stay away when I know this marriage is a sham?
Oh, Scott, you are hopeless.
Hopelessly in love with you. But now that I know the score, I can wait. I remember the drill. The con stays alive 24 hours a day. You live it. But I'll just wait until you rake in that $1 million, and then we'll get married as planned. See ya.
So?
So?
Well, Kim says being a doctor is not enough, that when I walk into the courtroom tomorrow, I must be an actor as well.
Yeah, well, you know what, I think...
I must persuade them that everything is all right by acting that it's just hunky-dory. And this idea of my personality, or lack of personality...
I don't ever accuse you of having a lack of personality, John.
That's true.
No, I think what she meant is that... Oh, hey, hi. Jeremy, wait.
I need a shower, Margot.
No, it's not going to take but a minute. I just wanted to talk.
It's fine. We can postpone the memorial service.
Oh, yeah, I don't want you to feel like we're just, you know, pushing this off.
No, I know.
want to honor your mother.
I know. You You know, my mom really hated the idea of Lisa suing you.
Yes, I know. Yeah, your mother respected me, and I won't forget that. I promise you. And I also promise you that we are going to have this memorial service, okay?
You're not going to believe what I found.
Look at you. You had so much fun, didn't you?
So I can't tell you what I'd do. Nor can anybody else, including your attorney. You have to follow your heart.
Well, that's what I've been doing.
Well, it's a good heart. And whatever you decide, I'll be around, you know that.
You've been wonderful, how you've stood by me and been so supportive, and I don't know what I would do without you, Bob.
The man just had a heart attack. He shouldn't be working, but there he is, right back in the harness again.
Well, maybe his doctors gave him the okay to go back to work.
No, my dad gives advice. He doesn't take it. Why do I let him get to me like this? And I went to his office, and I overheard him talking to Lisa. Like what I heard. But I went in there and tried to express my concern for him and his health, not to overwork himself, and he catches me off guard by quoting Plato. He says that I shouldn't judge until I have the whole picture. Maybe he's right. Like, I'm sorry, I'm boring you with this, aren't I?
No, you're not. I just realized that you are constantly questioning yourself.
Well, yeah. When it comes to this, I want to be fair. I want to do what's right.
You care a lot about what's right and wrong, don't you?
I wouldn't be much of a teacher if I didn't. What?
Nothing.
Emily, most people care about what's right and wrong.
No, Jeff, very few people do. In fact, I'm not even sure I do.
Oh, come on, I don't believe that.
I probably shouldn't... I shouldn't even say this, but I get a feeling I'm an awful lot like your father.
No, you're nothing like my father.
Winning, making lots of money, those are important things to me. It's a lot easier than asking a bunch of questions that have no answers.
Well, look, I didn't mean to turn this into a philosophical lunch. Tell me about your day. Anything new?
Sort of.
I'm sorry you had to wait. I'll be right back for your order.
Hey! You see that sign? No cannonball. And no running on the pool deck either.
Good afternoon, darling.
Mother, I thought you hated the sun.
Well, I do. It addles the brain and leathers the skin, but I had to talk to you.
About what?
I had a brilliant idea, and I think it will clear up this mess that Alex has left us all in.
What's the matter, baby?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Come on, sweetheart.
No. Ma, no. No.
patched up your eye? It's too bad that insurance I got you doesn't work for other hurts.
We're here now. The hurt's almost gone. Well? What's wrong?
It's just me and you, and it's just a little too fast.
I'm sorry. I don't want to rush you into anything.
No, I'm the one who's sorry. It's me. I don't really know how to explain it to you, but just don't think that it's your fault, okay?
I just felt good holding you again.
Felt good to have your arms around me again. But then
No, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to explain. Take it slow.
It's okay with you then? I mean, are you sure?
Yes. All that matters is that you and I are back together. And that stuff, all that other stuff, that can wait. I don't want anything to break us up ever again. Okay?
Why didn't I do that?
Hey, where are the kids?
They're in my office checking in with their mom.
Did Emily catch up with you?
Yeah. Said you had a visitor.
Yeah, Scott came by to see Lucinda.
Probably to apologize for rushing out in the middle of our wedding.
Maybe.
Did he mention why he was in such a hurry?
No, he didn't, and I didn't ask him because I really don't care what he does.
Neither do I, except for the fact that he obviously has a thing for my wife.
Okay, listen, can we make a deal? Can we just not speak of Scott Eldridge anymore?
Fine by me.
Would you do me a favor?
Sure.
Just hold me.
Evan, darling, I really don't want to argue with you. I think you ought to go to work for Cabot Motors.
What?
Rosanna would be thrilled to have you run things. I mean, I know she trusts you. And Lord knows Peter hasn't inherited his father's business acumen.
I'm not taking over another company for you, Mother.
I'm not suggesting you take it over.
We've been down this road before.
I'm merely trying to ensure that Cabot Motors doesn't go the way of the Edsel. Oh, Evan, darling, I need money to run the house. I just had to let the gardener go this week.
If money's so tight, sell the house.
Oh, please, don't ask me to do that. It's the one thing Alex left me.
No, don't lay that on me. If you wouldn't have come up with that lie about me and Rosanna being brother and sister...
I was just trying to protect you. I wish that you would see that.
Look, I'm sorry I brought it up. There's just one thing I would like to know, though.
What?
Was my father a good swimmer?
Why on earth would you want to know that?
Because it matters to me. You know, I want to know. Did Father and I have anything in common? Thanks to you, I never got to realize who my father really was. But I'll bet I would have liked him a lot more than I did Alexander Cabot.
Don't speak to me in that tone.
You know, maybe Father wanted to be a lifeguard. Maybe he saw that there was more to life than just money and power, and maybe I want to be just like him.
Evan, we don't yell at our guests.
Lamar, this isn't a guest. It's my mother.
Just keep it down, okay?
Yeah, sorry. Listen, I gotta get back to work.
You see, it was pointless for me to come here. I just wish somebody would tell me what I've done to get this terrible treatment from my own son.
Just think about it, okay? Think about it.
Mr. Griffin, can I go and cash my check now?
As long as your station's covered.
It's hardly worth the trouble. After Uncle Sam takes his cut, and I pay my share of the rent,
I'll be lucky to have enough for a pack of cigarettes.
Hey. Hey, you're back.
Yeah.
Well, I'm real glad about Lee and that.
Oh, believe me, we all are.
Yeah.
Tell me something. Are you still working for the Parks Department?
Even litter collectors get lunch breaks now.
Well, they must be paying better than they used to over there at the yacht club, you know?
Why would you want to ruin a perfectly nice day?
Actually, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you know how many hours of community service you've put in so far?
No.
37.
Really? That's cool.
Minutes.
You've been looking at the timesheets, haven't you?
I'm going to continue looking at the timesheets.
Okay, well that's fine with me, because I kind of like it outdoors. I'm staying in Oakdale a while anyway. I want to see Mom through this whole lawsuit thing.
Tom and Margaret were so relieved about Leanne, but of course they had to cut short their trip because of this trial thing.
Well, they'll be glad to get back to the boys.
Also, I think Jeremy needs some time with them. There's one more person who's being hurt by this trial.
Jeremy, why?
What in the world are you talking about?
Well, it's no secret that he's been having a difficult time dealing with the death of his mother. And suddenly today, he said he really wanted to have a memorial service for her tomorrow. Unfortunately, everybody that he wants to be there has to be in court.
I had no idea he was even thinking about it.
I know. You've been too wrapped up in yourself. You've been too determined to make sure that John pays for Eduardo's death.
That's not fair.
Well, it's not fair that Jeremy's mother died either. He's trying to honor her memory in a loving and a dignified fashion. He's not lashing out at everybody, not feeling sorry for himself, suing everybody in sight. Excuse me, Dr. Hughes, you're needed in ER.
Thank you.
You, Kim, you stay.
Don't expect an apology, Lisa. I meant what I said. I don't have anything else to say to you.
Well, I have something to say to you, and you're going to stay right here, and you're going to listen.
Hope these brighten your apartment. You're home.
Those for me?
I thought you were running errands.
What's wrong with this picture? I worked my tail off for this while my kid sis is up to her neck in greenbacks. Hello?
Hello? Carly?
Yeah, who's this?
It's Edwina Cabot.
Oh, Rosanna's not here. You'll have to call back later.
No, I don't want to speak with Rosanna. I want to speak with you.
The camp has 2 parent weekends. I hope you'll come with Dad. I want you to meet all my friends.
That's sweet. I'd like to meet them too. I'll try.
Try hard, please.
Okay, I will. And Stephen, young man, good luck on that bicycle trip.
Thanks. I'll send you a postcard.
Okay.
Why don't you guys get your bags and I'll meet you out front.
Okay.
Okay.
So, thanks again for helping with the kids.
You don't have to keep thanking me.
Oh, yes, I do. A few carefully chosen words from you, and my daughter has put aside the burning issue of nose piercing forever, I hope.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
Yeah. Doesn't this whole thing amaze you? I mean, we're getting exactly what we want, all of us. You, me, Lucinda.
I just wish no one had to get hurt.
Maybe no one does.
Hi. Excuse me. I was just looking for a couple of close friends of mine that were staying in the honeymoon suite.
Oh, they've already checked out. Was there something else you wanted?
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm a little puzzled as to why they cut their honeymoon short. And, well, I mean, Do you know if anything happened? I think it's more like nothing happened. Excuse me? When I checked the room, the bride was in the bed and the groom was snoring on the chaise.
In these courts, real-life hardball is played. Courthouse in session Wednesdays this fall on CBS.
Blouses by Regina Porter. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.